Guys, welcome to another Faith in Motion video. Today I'm going to talk about frequency, something that I've gotten into, documentaries of watching it, reading about it, and how it even relates to the Bible. And I've had many questions as well. And this video that we're going to look at quickly was the video that I first saw. You can say it was the video that kind of woke up my mind to vibrations and frequency and the invisible world around us. So let's go. Welcome to Faith in Motion, where modern minds meet timeless truths, where we keep it real, whether coaching, directing, or mentoring young minds, fostering marriage and relationships. It's all about becoming stronger, wiser, and ultimately drawing closer to God. We're tackling everything from life's tough lessons to building character, issues in the world, relationships, and a rock-solid faith. Let's get moving to becoming the kings and the queens we were born to be. Because faith without action is just talk. So let's put our faith in motion. All right, let me get this video open. Let's take a look. It's by this doctor named Leonard Horowitz. Actually, I had a teacher in university called Mr. Horowitz, so pretty cool. All right.
5 to 8 hertz frequency has been determined to be nearly the precise center of the entire electromagnetic color spectrum. There's only one number in the entire numbering system whereby the electromagnetic color spectrum is the same as the sound system.
Yeah, let me pause it right there. When I'm watching these things, God, when you read the Bible, God works by numbers. God himself is power. God himself is energy. It's a force unreckoned with. And so when I'm watching these things and trying to understand and grasp the knowledge in which the man is speaking about, it just makes me think that we're so behind. Not even so behind, like God is on a level that we cannot understand, and he's working on the dimension and the dimension of frequency. I always used to ask myself that. Well, let's continue watching, and I'm getting to miracles and all those things. Let's go.
That one number is 5 to 8. Both the same in color and sound. 5 to 8 hertz frequency.
A miraculous key that opened doors that no man can close and close doors that no man can open. 528. It will change your life in the most beneficial way. And now we have substantive evidence, massive amounts of evidence that is what 528 is. Ultimately, what has happened with this planet is that we are in dissonance to another note, another frequency. It turned out that when we discovered the original musical scale, there was not just 6, but a total of 9 core creative frequencies to the universe. That is, everything in the universe is made from 9 notes, only 9. And that the first 6 are the solfeggio, and then there's 3 additional ones that form a perfect circle of sound. And that perfect circle of sound looks something like this. If you graph it. So the first 6 notes, 396, 417, 528, 639, 741, 852, was the original solfeggio scale. The 528 that you can see on my left in green is the color green. It's the heart of the rainbow. That's the miracle note from the original solfeggio note, from the original solfeggio scale. And the other note that you see, 741, which is part of nature, is called the devil's interval in musicology. that when you play 741 with 528, it creates such an annoying and dissonant energy, diseasing, stressful, that if you continue to listen to it, you could die. And so that the concept here is interesting. In the world today, we have people who are controlling virtually everything economically, geopolitically. Their agenda has been population manipulation, population control for millennia.
The 1%.
They have held the secret knowledge, the ancient music, by which the pyramids were constructed based on the math. All of the universe is constructed according to these 9 tones. They knew about them. In fact, they instituted. In fact, it was the Rockefeller Foundation in 1939 that instituted the world's standard tuning. The Western world tunes to a 440 hertz frequency. That when you tune your instrument to that, the F sharp note is 741. Precisely.
The A440 is what now is the standard tuning. If you go A439, you're closer to one of the creator's tones. If you go A441, you're closer to one of the creator's original tones. That's how precisely it has been manipulated. To do what? To shut down the 95% of your brain, particularly the right brain that operates the heart mind for the divine human community. Here is a metaphor so that you begin to understand what we're talking about.
Wow.
When you go driving your car,
That information itself is crazy. And it was this video that basically led me, and sharing with my wife and people around me, to start listening to healing frequency sounds, 432 and the 528 that he's talking about. And to know that evil men in society, to know that evil men, families, go and they change, as he said, the tuning note of the music industry and the tuning note of music schools to a note, to a tune, to a frequency that is going to give off negative vibrations, because they don't want us to reach our highest goal or whatever. And when it comes to this, I don't like to get too crazy with it also, because some people go into crazy forms of meditation. I believe in meditation, but not every form of meditation out there because of secularism out there. But this information is very powerful.
your car and your channel on the radio is tuned to a station and you're grooving to the music. You love that music. As you get farther and farther away from the broadcasting tower, that music gets static. You start to lose the signal from the clear channel, broadcast, and it gets staticky. When it gets staticky, you get a little annoyed. But you want to listen to it. You really have a heart for that music. So you continue to listen to it for another 10, 15 miles, and suddenly it becomes so annoying that you just get disgusted. You go, and you shut it off. And if you continue to listen to it, you get sick. That's what we're talking about here. Except you don't even know that you've been listening to the static your whole life.
Your whole life.
You don't even know what the true resonant frequency is because it has been kept from you. So in other words, the master composer, master conductor of the Universal Orchestra is singing love songs in 528, uplifting everything simultaneously. And we're the only species
sings his glory, sings
out of
his
tune
praise.
and accepting static for the clear channel. Dr. Masaru Emoto. He goes up on stage and he has a triangular.
Let me pause it right there. I'm gonna have to do another video on that Dr. Emoto. That is another one that changed my perspective, even the way that I do certain activities at work with my students, with my youth. That was a key one. I think it was about 2 summers ago that Dr. Emoto, that experiment by water and vibration and frequency and the power of thoughts and all these things. It's just amazing stuff, man. Truly amazing stuff. Let's see. Let's continue. Let's try and finish up.
You know, a musical triangle that he hits, like in an orchestra. He's hitting it over here. He hits it, bing, and about 30 yards or 30 feet away is his interpreter standing here with the same exact replica of that same size triangle. Frequency tuned to the same frequency. And he tells his interpreter to put a microphone next to it. And suddenly this one starts to resonate. He hits that one over there. This one starts resonating. How much of your body is full of water? They used to say when I was at Harvard School of Public Health, the truth was back then about 86%, 86% of your body, well hydrated, was water. Today they tell us it's only 75%. Hogwash, they've been dehydrating everybody with the poisons. 93% of the function of DNA is light and sound reception and transmission. Photon, phonon, reception, transmission for intercellular communication and cellular upregulation.
With that thought as well, if our bodies are mainly water, food mainly water, that means everything can be manipulated and everything can be changed by frequency and by vibrations, because everything is water based. Well, most living organisms. And so this is a study that I encourage all of you, if you end up for watching this video, to really start understanding the power of frequency and vibration. It's like when you even when you, as a normal person, you can say, oh, that person gives off a weird vibe, because we as human beings, we naturally carry a certain vibration by the way, either due to the way we live, the food we consume, the music you listen to, the attitude that you have, all of these things. And so I'm gonna stop the video there, and just one of my, and I'll put the link of this video as well in the description, so you can go watch it. But one thing once I started really watching things about frequency, and even myself listening to frequency sounds to go to sleep, listen to frequency sounds when I'm driving. I could show you on my phone. I literally have on my playlist a frequency vibration, about 30-minute soundtrack. And so, but one thing I was always thinking about is, how did Jesus heal people? Now, he's God, and people have healed other people as well through the name of Christ. But when we heal people, it's not just because of love. It's the frequency of love that goes into the blood, that goes into the marrow of the bone, that goes into the cell, that actually changes the makeup, and changes the negative vibrations within the body that's causing it to be sick. I truly believe that, because God is on such a level of frequency, of positive frequency, that we can never ever imagine. And so I believe when he's healing people, it's actually through vibrations, through frequency. It's not just through mere simple words, but these words are vibrations and frequencies on such a level that's what's causing the healing. That's just my theory, because when you start reading the Bible, they say that what it does to the brain, just the words of the Bible, it actually starts to lower depression. That's another topic we're going to go on as well in another video. And so I'm going to share this description. Guys, start thinking about this frequency and vibration. Go look it up. 432 hertz frequency, 528 hertz frequency, and go study how the music has been changed by the Rockefellers, and start to understand that everything around us, the way we carry ourselves, will cause happiness and joy in your life, or sadness and pain. And so I want to leave you as well with this Bible verse. There are many Bible verses. You know, there's Proverbs where the Bible says, your tongue has the power of life and death. Your tongue is what? Giving off vibration through the words, through sound. I was looking up some yes. And the power of thought too, which is also frequency and vibration, where the Bible says, change your thoughts, change your mind, transform your life by the renewing of your mind. All of these things. Anywho, so guys, hope you are blessed by that. I hope you go and look at it. Go look into this if you've never have before. If this is your first time knowing about these things. And see you in the next video. Boom.